Want to catch more mahi offshore? In this video, I'm breaking down the 5 most effective ways to find and catch them, starting with the classic trolling spread and working our way up to my #1 method. These are the exact techniques we use to fill the cooler trip after trip, and if you mix them together, you'll be unstoppable. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. Coming in at number 5, we're starting with trolling because it's the most consistent way to cover a lot of ground and find fish. I like to run a simple 4-line spread with small trolling lures or strip baits. Sea witches, small chuggers, and feathers all work great. Trolling is also the best choice when it's rough or when there's not a lot of seaweed around. It keeps your baits in the strike zone and moving, even when the conditions aren't ideal. Run your spread at 7 to 9 miles per hour and don't just blind troll in empty water, especially when you're looking for mahi. Always troll around structure, weed lines, or floating debris. Mahi love to hang near anything that offers shade or bait, and your odds go way up when you focus on those spots. And don't be one of those people running giant trolling lures. Small lures get bit. We've caught giant bull mahi on 3-inch squid skirts. You don't need giant baits to catch giant fish. Coming in at number 4 is live bait and kite fishing. And when fish are scattered or just not hitting the troll, this can absolutely save your day. We'll usually fish 3 baits off the kite. If you're brand new to this, start with 2 until you get the hang of it. My go-to bait for this style is pilchards. They're affordable and work great on mahi. But if budget isn't an issue, goggle eyes are even better. For the rig, I run 15 feet of 40-pound fluorocarbon leader to a 4-0 or 6-0 circle hook, and I bridle the bait with a rubber band so it stays alive longer. The beauty of a kite is that it keeps the bait skipping right on the surface, and that splash is like ringing the dinner bell for mahi. Always have spare rods ready to fish. With kite fishing, you'll often get them in schools, and one fish can quickly turn into 3 or 4 if you keep the first fish in the water and pitch baits or bucktail jigs to the followers. That's how you turn one bite into an awesome day of fishing. Now at number 3, chumming with live bait. If you got a solid weed line or some floating debris holding fish, stop and set up. This is where you can turn a quick passing bite into a full-on feeding frenzy. Our go-to chum is a mix of bonita chunks and pilchards. Sometimes we'll even throw in a little squid. We always have 4 rods rigged and ready with 4-0 hooks and 10 to 15 feet of 40-pound fluorocarbon leader, so we can pitch a bait the second a mahi shows up. The technique is really simple. Toss a handful of chunks, wait a couple of seconds, then toss a little more. If nothing happens after a couple of rounds, don't waste time, move on to the next spot. When you do find fish, keep that steady rhythm going because you want to keep them fired up. Coming in at number 2, running and gunning. This is all about spotting fish fast and reacting even faster. We're looking for frigate birds or honestly any kind of floating debris out there. If it's holding bait, there's a good chance mahi are close by. The key is to have one casting rod always ready. Mine's always is rigged with a pink bucktail jig, and pink is my go-to color when we're targeting these mahi. When you finally get hooked into your first mahi, here's the trick. Keep that fish in the water. Mahi are schooling fish, and that hooked one will keep the rest hanging around the boat. That's your chance to start bailing them in one after another and turn a single bite into a pile of fish in the box. And finally, at number 1, the way we found some of our biggest mahi is jumping from seaweed patch to seaweed patch. To fish this right, you need a bucktail jig. Cast it along the patch first, and if you don't get bit but the patch looks promising, switch over to trolling. And let me tell you, trolling these massive weed lines is how you hook into those giant bull mahi. If nothing happens after 10 to 15 minutes of working it, move on to the next patch. And yeah, sometimes it can take hours to find the right patch, but it only takes one good patch to make your day. And when you're doing this technique, never run by those small patches of seaweed. Sometimes those small patches of seaweed are the ones holding those bull mahi. So stop on every single seaweed patch you see when you're doing this technique. So there you have it, my top 5 ways to find and catch more mahi offshore. We hope you guys enjoyed this tackle video, and we'll see you in the next Barjack's tackle video.